Alright, so I've just finished a grade 9 computer lesson. It is a continuation of a project I have assigned them. And the project idea is just they need to create a short video, and rather than have them shoot video on their cameras, I thought I'd include a bit of computer technology in this since I'm a computer teacher. So what I opted to do is teach them video editing, and I already introduced the editing program, and this lesson was just showing them a few resources about how to shoot videos, like shot sizes, camera angles, and camera movement. The artistic side of things, or maybe the filmmaking aspect of it, is not really related, strictly speaking, to computer, but it will greatly affect the outcome. And it is a cross-curricular connection to performance and visual arts. So what I did in the lesson is I showed them two videos, and then I had them work on a sample video I have given to them on Premiere to apply some of the things they saw in the video. And then at the end of the lesson, or maybe halfway through the lesson, I introduced a second part of the project, which was they have to create a Photoshop poster for the video, sort of like a movie poster, to incorporate the previous part of this term in this term project. Now, what I thought went well is the students seem to be really engaged with the material. They don't show it, so to speak, but in their submissions, whatever resources I provide them earlier, they use these resources, and I make sure they do. The only thing one of the things I think I need to improve on is I need to use my time in the computer lab wisely. I used about 45 minutes of, it's not video time because both videos were about 10 minutes long, but I kept pausing the video to ask questions and discuss with the students, how would you use this certain technique, how would you use this certain effect, which shot size would you use if you're doing such and such and such. My idea is I can do this in the future. There are two options. Either I give them the resource and they look at it on their own, but I will run the risk of people not going in the resource itself and not doing anything with it. Or if I go for option 2, which is I show the video in class and have a discussion like I did, but towards the end of it I will give them an activity, sort of a short summative on this part, or maybe what is a formative assessment on this part, like write a short paragraph on how you would shoot a video and include several shot sizes. So write a video script, basically. This needed to be done. I see that now. My general impression is I need to really sort of anticipate this earlier on. This is important to do. I don't know how I'm going to anticipate these things happening without actually going in class and teaching it, but I will think about it. I think spending more time on lesson plans would certainly do me well. And the other area of improvement is looking at establishing a real-world connection. I mean, that is already there, but I gave them the option to choose the topic of their video, so they have sufficient student ownership of this project, but it does not solve a real-world problem. So I need to sort of adopt the mindset of problem solving, part of the 21st century skills. I'm focusing a lot on critical thinking. I'm focusing a lot on artistic, oral presentation, written presentation. I'm focusing a lot on other 21st century skills, but this is one I haven't really tackled yet. So I'm going to have to look into it and how I can apply it in my lesson. Some students have opted to do this on their own, but I have not guided them to do this, and maybe this is something I need to do in the future. I have some students that are doing documentaries on poverty in Egypt, for example. So these are real-world problems, and they are showcasing or highlighting these problems, and that's good. And yeah, that is all I can think of for now. I'm just gonna have to see what my mentor has to say about this.